Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to picture something for a moment. Imagine looking back at your life years from now and seeing two versions of yourself. One is the version that followed the crowd, let life dictate the terms, and settled for what was given. The other is the version who stood tall, who made decisions with courage, and who led their life with purpose. The question is, which version will you be? And let me guide you through a set of powerful principles to help you stand up for yourself and lead your life with intention and strength. The journey to leading your life begins with a single profound realization. You are worth it. This isn't just a fleeting thought or a momentary belief. It's a deep-seated conviction that must live in every fiber of your being. Too often, people wait for someone else to confirm their value. They look for validation in the words of others, in the applause of a crowd, or in the fleeting approval of a moment. But here's the undeniable truth. No one can give you permission to see your own potential. That permission must come from within. Deciding that you are worth it isn't about arrogance or self-preference. It's about honoring the unique gift that is your life. Think about it for a moment. There is no one else in this world who can think like you, dream like you, or bring your specific talents and perspectives to the table. And yet so many people diminish their own worth, hiding in the shadows of doubt, fear, or comparison. They settle for less because they believe they deserve less. And so many people underestimate the importance of being worthy of your life and what matters most. And we have the opportunity to thrive because we agree that we deserve less. But settling is not your destiny. Settling is a decision. And today I'm asking you to make a different one. When you decide you are worth it, everything begins to change. You start setting boundaries, not because you're building walls, but because you're protecting the treasure that is your life. You begin to say no to the things that drain your energy and yes to the things that elevate you. You stop apologizing for wanting more, for dreaming bigger, for stepping into the fullness of who you are meant to be. And here's the beauty of it. When you respect yourself, the world takes notice. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. Outperformance orientation means learning, but let's be honest. This decision isn't always easy. The world is filled with messages that try to convince you otherwise. You're not smart enough. You're not attractive enough. You're not good enough. These lies are whispered in moments of vulnerability, and if you're not careful, they can take root. But the moment you decide that you are worth it, those lies begin to lose their power. You replace them with a new narrative, one that declares, I am capable, I am deserving, I am enough. This decision is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Every morning, you must remind yourself that you are worth the effort, the discipline, the investment. When you stumble, and you will, you must choose to get back up, not because it's easy, but because you know your life is too valuable to waste. And when the voices of doubt creep in, you must silence them with action, proving to yourself time and again that you are capable of creating a life of meaning and impact. And remember, the world reflects back what you project. If you value yourself, others will value you. If you demand excellence from yourself, life will rise to meet that standard. Decide today, not tomorrow, not someday, but now, that you are worth it. Because when you truly believe in your worth, you unlock a power within that is unstoppable. And with that power, you can lead your life with purpose, strength, and unshakable confidence. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful decisions you will ever make. It is the moment you step out of the shadows of blame, excuses, and waiting, and into the light of accountability and action. This is not just a step, it's a leap. A declaration to yourself and the world that you are in control of your destiny. Because let's face it, life will always throw challenges your way. Things will not always go as planned. People will disappoint you. Circumstances will test you, and failures will knock on your door. But here's the truth. Those moments don't define your life. What defines your life is how you respond to them. It's easy to fall into the trap of pointing fingers. If only they had helped me. If only the timing had been better. If only the economy wasn't so bad. These words might feel like a relief in the moment, but they keep you stuck. Every excuse, every moment of blame is like putting your life on pause, waiting for someone else to press play. Responsibility, however, is the play button. It's what gets you moving, growing, and changing. It's what gives you back your power. Think about it. When you take responsibility, you stop being a victim of your circumstances. You become the creator of your future. You stop saying, "Why me?" and start saying, "What's next?" That shift in mindset is the difference between living a life by design or a life by default. Responsibility isn't about beating yourself up for past mistakes or shouldering every burden alone. It's about acknowledging where you are, accepting what's happened, and choosing to take action to improve. This choice to take ownership isn't always comfortable. It requires courage to admit where you've gone wrong, to face your fears, and to look in the mirror and say, "This is on me." But that courage is the foundation of growth. Leaders don't shy away from this truth. They embrace it. When something goes wrong, they don't waste time finding someone to blame. They ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I do better?" That's not weakness. That's strength. That's the strength of someone who knows they are in control. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for perfect circumstances. You stop waiting for the stars to align, for someone to give you permission, or for everything to fall into place. Perfect conditions don't exist. Life will always be messy, unpredictable, and full of challenges. But responsibility says, "I'll start where I am, with what I have, and I'll make it work." That's the mindset that moves mountains. That's the mindset that transforms lives. And here's the best part. Taking responsibility doesn't just change your life. It inspires others to change theirs. When people see you owning your story, facing your challenges, and taking charge, they're inspired to do the same. Responsibility is contagious. It's the spark that lights a fire in you and those around you. So the question is, will you take responsibility for your life? Will you stop waiting and start leading? The choice is yours. Choose to take control, and you'll discover a life of purpose, growth, and strength beyond measure. And that's the price-side prize of becoming a pro. What you tolerate in life becomes your reality. The people, the situations, the opportunities that you allow into your world are a direct reflection of the standards you set. If you allow disrespect, dishonesty, or mediocrity, that is precisely what you will attract more of. The world is full of choices and distractions, but it's up to you to decide what you will accept and what you will not. The moment you establish clear standards for your life, everything around you begins to shift. Setting standards isn't about being rigid or unkind. It's about setting boundaries that protect your energy, your time, and your peace of mind. It's about staying true to your values and refusing to settle for less than what you deserve. Too many people allow external forces to dictate their lives, whether it's their relationships, their work, or their daily decisions. They compromise their values in the name of convenience or fear of conflict. But when you live without clear standards, you lose your sense of direction, and you allow others to take control of your life. You become passive in a world that demands active leadership. Now, I'm not suggesting that you need to be hard or unyielding. Setting clear standards doesn't mean pushing people away or becoming inflexible. It means recognizing that your time, your energy, and your well-being are valuable. And when you protect those things by setting boundaries, you create the space for what truly matters. When you set standards, you're inviting growth into your life. You're telling yourself and the world, this is who I am and this is what I stand for. This is who I am and this is what I stand for. Think about the people in your life who embody excellence. They've set standards for themselves, standards for how they work, how they treat others, and how they approach their goals. They don't accept mediocrity because they know that their standards will create the life they desire. But those standards weren't just given to them, they chose them, and that choice empowered them to make decisions that aligned with their highest potential. If you want to grow, you need to protect your environment. You need to create an atmosphere that nurtures success and personal development. That means saying no to things that drain you, no to relationships that don't add value, and no to opportunities that don't align with your vision. The key to setting clear standards is making deliberate choices that support your goals and values. The more you practice this, the more effortless it becomes. Your standards become your blueprint for success, guiding every decision you make and keeping you on track. And as you set these boundaries, remember that your actions will inspire those around you. When you hold yourself to a higher standard, you show others what's possible. People will start to see your commitment and follow your lead. By living in alignment with your standards, you create a ripple effect that elevates everyone in your circle. So ask yourself today, what are your standards? What are you willing to accept and what will you not tolerate? Take control of your life by setting clear standards and watch how your reality shifts. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. When you choose to set and live by your standards, you open the door to a life of fulfillment, success, and peace. The power is in your hands to create the environment where you can truly thrive. To stand up for yourself, you must first understand the power of communication. Communication is not just about exchanging words. It's about conveying your thoughts, your feelings, and your boundaries with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Many people struggle with this because they fear the consequences of speaking their truth. They worry about judgment, rejection, or confrontation. But the reality is, when you don't communicate with confidence, you leave others to make assumptions about your needs, your desires, and your worth. And that can be dangerous. You are the only person who can fully represent who you are and what you want out of life. If you remain silent, you allow others to fill the gap with their own perceptions. Now, communication isn't about being loud or aggressive. It's not about forcing your ideas on others or demanding attention. True communication is about speaking with poise and purpose. It's about knowing exactly what you want to express and having the courage to say it without hesitation. It's about owning your words and standing by them. When you speak your truth, you show the world that you have confidence in your own voice, and the power that comes from that is immeasurable. There will be times when you need to say no. Saying no is one of the most powerful acts of self-respect you can perform. Too often we say yes out of obligation, guilt, or fear of disappointing others. But every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals, you are saying no to your own growth. You are saying no to your own time, your own energy, and your own dreams. Learning to say no is a critical skill in standing up for yourself. It's not about being rude or dismissive. It's about protecting what matters most to you. When you say no, you create space for what truly serves your vision and your purpose. And just as important as saying no is knowing when to say yes. Saying yes to opportunities, relationships, and commitments that align with your goals is just as vital to your success. But that decision requires you to understand yourself and your values. You must know what aligns with your mission in life and what doesn't. Every decision you make is a reflection of who you are and where you are going. Make sure that every yes you give is a step toward the future you want to build. It's also crucial to understand the importance of expressing your boundaries. Many people struggle with setting boundaries because they fear it will push others away or cause conflict. But boundaries are a form of self-respect, not selfishness. When you communicate your boundaries clearly, you teach others how to treat you. You show them that your time, your energy, and your well-being are non-negotiable. Now, by mastering the art of communication, you create an environment in which your needs are heard, respected, and valued. And so, the axiom that you will always be needed increases in demand. So remember, silence can often be mistaken for consent. When you don't speak up, when you don't express your truth, you leave others to assume things about you. You give away your power. But when you learn to communicate with confidence, to say no when necessary and yes when it aligns with your vision, you take control of your life. You shape your reality with every word you speak, and you create a world that is aligned with your goals. Speak your truth, express your boundaries, and communicate with clarity. It is your right, your responsibility, and your power. Fear is one of the most insidious forces in life. It creeps into our minds, paralyzes our actions, and prevents us from stepping into the greatness we were meant for. Whether it's the fear of rejection, fear of failure, or fear of judgment, these invisible chains bind us to a life of mediocrity. They tell us to stay small, to stay comfortable, to stay where it's safe. But here's what most people don't realize. Fear is a liar. Fear is a liar. Fear does not have power over you unless you allow it to. It only has as much control over your life as you give it. The truth is, fear is nothing more than an emotion, a response to uncertainty. And that uncertainty, as uncomfortable as it may be, is where growth happens. Every time you face fear, you expand your boundaries. Every time you move through it, you become stronger. Every time you challenge it, you take another step toward freedom. Fear's grip begins to loosen the moment you confront it. When you look fear in the face, it begins to shrink. It begins to shrink. It's time to live in the balance of your life. It's the avoidance of fear that gives it power, not the fear itself. Imagine what you could accomplish if you stopped running from your fears. What if instead of hiding, you leaned in? What if you made the conscious decision to meet fear head-on and move forward anyway? This is where real transformation begins. It's in those moments of discomfort, when you push yourself beyond what you thought possible, that you discover your true strength. You see, the thing that frightens you the most is often the very thing that holds the key to your next level of success. When you allow fear to control you, you give away your future. You give away your potential, your purpose, and your power. But when you face your fears, you reclaim that control. You stop letting fear dictate the course of your life, and instead you become the one making the decisions. Your choices, not your fears, determine your destiny. But how do you face fear? It's simple. Take action. Fear thrives on inaction, on hesitation. It grows bigger in the space of doubt. But when you take action, no matter how small, it breaks the illusion that fear creates. Each step you take in spite of fear is a victory. You may feel scared, unsure, or even overwhelmed, but taking action gives you the confidence and the courage to keep going. It's important to understand that fear is not a sign of weakness. It's a signal that you're on the verge of something greater. It's an indication that you're pushing your boundaries, that you're growing, that you're evolving. The most successful people in the world are not those who have never felt fear. They are the ones who have learned how to act in spite of it. They have learned that the only way to truly grow, to break free from the chains that hold them back, is to face their fears head on. End quote. So don't let fear decide your future. Don't allow it to determine your worth, your success, or your happiness. The moment you choose to face fear is the moment you begin to take control of your life. It's the moment you step into your power, embrace your potential, and unlock the freedom that has always been within you. The fear may never go away completely, but your ability to rise above it will define your success. And if that's illegal for your local law enforcement act, however they take it, face it now, and you will find the strength to become the person you were always meant to be. Self-discipline is the key that unlocks your potential and sets the course for greatness. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping for motivation to strike. It's about showing up when you don't feel like it, doing what needs to be done, even when every bone in your body wants to quit. It's the ability to follow through on your commitments to yourself, even when no one else is watching. And the day I realized this was a date back. It's in those moments when the effort seems too great and the reward too far away that discipline separates those who achieve from those who fall short. The truth is, everyone has goals, everyone has dreams. But the question is, who will follow through? Who will keep pushing even when life gets tough? It's easy to be excited when things are new, when the goal is shiny and bright. But it's the daily commitment, the small, consistent actions that build momentum and bring those goals into reality. Success is built on the foundation of self-discipline. And the more you master it, the more you will see progress in your life. Building confidence doesn't come from wishful thinking. It comes from honoring the promises you make to yourself. If you say you're going to do something, do it. When you consistently show up, day in and day out, your confidence will grow. Not because things will always be easy, but because you will prove to yourself that you can be counted on. This is where true power lies, in your ability to be dependable, not only to others, but to yourself. Every action you take that aligns with your goals is a step toward becoming the person you know you can be. Self-discipline is also the bridge between intention and action. It's the invisible force that turns your vision into reality. Every dream you have is nothing more than a thought until you act on it. And the only way to take consistent action is through discipline. The reason so many people falter is because they wait for the perfect conditions, for the stars to align. But the truth is, conditions will never be perfect. Conditions will never be perfect. Life will always throw challenges at you, and your willpower will be tested. But discipline means pushing forward regardless of the circumstances. It means making progress even when it's not easy. When you commit to discipline, you're committing to progress. You're committing to being the person who can face obstacles with strength, who keeps moving forward even when life gets tough. Discipline is not about rigidity or perfection. It's about building a life that reflects your highest values and greatest potential. It's about showing up, doing the work, and honoring the path that leads to success. If you want to be great, you must cultivate self-discipline. You must be willing to show up even when you don't feel like it. You must honor the promises you make to yourself and take consistent action towards your goals. Because in the end, it's not about wishing for a better future. It's about doing the work, day by day, that creates that future. Life is not a smooth road. It's a winding path full of unexpected turns, obstacles, and challenges that will test your limits. At some point, everyone faces setbacks, disappointments, failures, rejections, and moments of doubt. These are the moments that define us. These are the moments that separate those who give up from those who keep going. The truth is, life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Every challenge, no matter how difficult, carries with it the seed of growth. If you are willing to see it that way, you will find that these hardships are the very things that will shape you into the person you were meant to become. Resilience is not something you're born with, it's something you build. It's the ability to get knocked down, to face adversity, and still find the strength to rise again. It's about not allowing failure to define you, but rather using it as fuel to propel you forward. Leaders understand this principle. They don't run from challenges, they embrace them. When things go wrong, they don't crumble. Instead, they ask, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become stronger? They know that their ability to bounce back will determine their success. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you face adversity and push through it, the stronger you become. When you avoid challenges, you deprive yourself of the opportunity to grow. But when you face them head on, you learn to develop mental toughness, emotional strength, and an unshakable belief in your ability to overcome anything life throws at you. Each setback is a lesson in disguise. It teaches you what doesn't work, what needs improvement, and how you can do things differently next time, but only if you choose to see it that way. Failure isn't fatal unless you let it be. It's not about the fall. It's about how quickly you rise. Every time you rise, you build confidence, you build resilience, and you get closer to your goals. Resilience also means understanding that the road to success is never a straight line. It's a journey filled with peaks and valleys, successes and failures. If you only expect the good and don't prepare for the tough times, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. But when you prepare your mind and heart to handle setbacks, you will never be caught off guard. You will know that every obstacle is simply a part of the process. You see, challenges are not there to break you, they're there to make you. They test your resolve, your patience, and your perseverance. They show you what you're made of. And every time you rise, you come out stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling whatever lies ahead. So when life tests you, and it will, remember that resilience is the key. Don't run from the challenges. Don't shy away from the hardships. Embrace them, learn from them, use them as stepping stones on your journey to greatness. Because the true measure of your strength is not how you handle success, but how you rise after each fall. That's where the real victory lies. You cannot underestimate the power of the people you surround yourself with. The energy they bring into your life, the words they speak, and the actions they take will all affect your mindset, your decisions, and your future. You see, negativity is like a poison, slowly seeping into your thoughts and clouding your judgment. Negativity will cripple your mood swings and slowly seeping into your thoughts and clouding your judgment. If you are constantly surrounded by those who complain, who focus on problems rather than solutions, and who drain your energy instead of replenishing it, you will find it difficult to rise above the circumstances that hold you back. The law of attraction says that anything can happen because everything is possible. But when you intentionally choose the right people, those who believe in you, who lift you up, and who hold you accountable to your highest standards, you unlock a whole new level of potential within yourself. These are the people who inspire you to think bigger, to push through obstacles, and to keep going when you feel like giving up. They are the ones who challenge you not just to meet expectations, but to exceed them. These people don't just talk about success. They live it. They breathe it. And their energy becomes contagious. You've got to be intentional about the company you keep. Surround yourself with those who will support your dreams, even when they seem impossible. Surround yourself with those who don't just ask how they can help, but also inspire you to ask better questions of yourself. They will not let you settle for mediocrity. They will encourage you to stretch beyond your comfort zone, to take risks, and to keep moving forward, no matter how hard the road ahead may seem. You need those who aren't afraid to have tough conversations with you because they see your potential, even when you don't see it in yourself. But there's another truth you must accept. Sometimes, standing up for yourself means walking away. It means removing yourself from relationships, environments, or situations that drain your energy and hold you back. It's difficult. I know. It's hard to let go of people you've known for years, people who might have been there for you in the past. But if they no longer serve your growth or respect your journey, They can hold you back from stepping into your full potential. Don't be afraid to walk away from the negativity, the naysayers, and the people who don't understand your dreams. It's not about being harsh. It's about protecting your peace and your focus. The people who respect your growth and encourage your success will stand by you no matter how big your dreams become. These are the people who will celebrate with you when you win and help you back on your feet when you fall. They believe in you, and most importantly, they remind you to believe in yourself. The right people will not allow you to forget what you're capable of, and they will not let you quit on your goals. If you want to lead your life to success, the first step is to start with the people around you. Choose wisely. Protect your energy and never settle for less than the support and encouragement you deserve. The right people will help you rise to places you never imagined. In life, distractions are everywhere. It's easy to get sidetracked by the opinions of others, the expectations of society, or the constant noise of the world around us. Everyone has something to say about what you should do, how you should do it, and when it should be done. But the truth is, no one knows your vision like you do. No one has the same passion or the same calling. Your dreams are unique to you, and they've been planted in your heart for a reason. When you set out on your journey, it's natural for others to question your direction. They may not see what you see. They may not understand the depth of your vision or the sacrifices you're willing to make to bring it to life. But the key to leadership, to real success, lies in your ability to stay true to your vision, regardless of what others think or say. The greatest leaders didn't get to where they are by conforming to what was popular or acceptable at the time. They got there by staying focused on their goals, by trusting their own instincts, and by relentlessly pursuing their dreams, even when the world tried to tell them it couldn't be done. Your vision is a reflection of who you are. It comes from deep within you, and it is yours to protect and nurture. The world will try to pull you in different directions, tempting you with shortcuts and easy paths, but these distractions are nothing more than detours. The only way to achieve true success is to stay committed to the vision that's uniquely yours. Your dreams require your full attention, your unwavering focus. You cannot afford to let the noise of the world drown out the whispers of your heart. You must have the courage to block out the distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. But it's not always going to be easy. There will be times when you face doubt, criticism, and uncertainty. Others may not understand your vision, and they may even try to dissuade you from pursuing it. They might say, it's too big, it's too risky, it's impossible. And in those moments, you will have a choice. You can listen to the noise and allow it to derail you, or you can stand firm in your beliefs and push forward, knowing that your vision is worth fighting for. Remember, the only person who truly needs to believe in your vision is you. It doesn't matter if others don't get it. It doesn't matter if they think you're crazy or that your dreams are too far-fetched. What matters is that you believe in yourself and in your purpose. When you trust your vision and commit to it with everything you have, you will find a way to make it happen. Your passion and determination will fuel your journey, and soon enough you will find others who share your vision and who will support you along the way. Stay true to your vision, keep it alive in your heart, nurture it every day, and don't let anyone or anything take it from you. Your dreams are worth the struggle, and the rewards are far greater than you can imagine. You have everything you need to succeed. Now go after it with unwavering confidence and relentless determination. I think that we fail so often as people. It's incredibly discouraging, but the reward is waiting for you if you will and go after it with unwavering confidence and relentless determination. To truly lead your life, you must embrace two powerful forces: courage and compassion. These aren't just words. They are the pillars that will hold you up when the world tries to bring you down. Leadership is not about having the loudest voice in the room, nor is it about controlling others. Leadership is about the choices you make and the example you set. Especially in moments of challenge, courage is the foundation of leadership. It's the unwavering determination to stand up for what's right, even when it's not easy. When the world tells you to stay silent, courage is the strength that propels you to speak. When everyone else takes the safe path, courage is the force that guides you to step into the unknown, to take risks that will bring you closer to your purpose. It's what allows you to face your fears and doubts, not with avoidance, but with the strength to move forward despite them. In every situation, courage enables you to act when others hesitate, to persist when others give up. It's the quiet, powerful force that whispers, "You can do this," even when it seems impossible. But courage alone is not enough. You must lead with compassion. True leadership is not about conquering others, it's about lifting them up. Compassion is the ability to understand and feel for others. It's the reminder that as you rise, you must extend your hand to help others rise with you. It's recognizing that we all face struggles, and instead of tearing each other down, we have the power to build each other up. Compassion is about putting yourself in others' shoes, seeing the world through their eyes, and offering them the support they need to reach their own potential. When you lead with compassion, you become a source of light in the lives of those around you. You inspire those you lead to not only perform at their best, but to be their best. Compassion fosters an environment of trust, where people feel seen, valued, and understood. When you lead with compassion, you create an atmosphere where others are encouraged to do their best work, where they feel empowered to step into their own strength, and where they are inspired to give back in the same way. True leadership doesn't seek domination, it seeks service. It's about using your strength, your position, and your influence to inspire and empower others. Leadership is not about being the loudest voice or the most powerful person in the room. It's about being the person others can rely on, the one who guides them with wisdom, compassion, and unwavering courage. When you lead, you don't just show the way, you walk beside others, ensuring they're equipped to walk the path themselves. Leading with courage and compassion will change your life. It will change the lives of those around you. It will elevate your own purpose and ignite the potential in others. Lead with courage and compassion, and you will create a legacy that lasts. You will leave behind a world where others are not just followers, but leaders in their own right, empowered, inspired, and ready to make a difference. The choice to stand up for yourself and lead your life is one of the most powerful decisions you will ever make. It's not always easy, but it is always worth it. The journey of leadership begins with a single step, the decision to take charge of your destiny. So I'll ask you again, which version of yourself will you be? The one who follows the crowd, or the one who leads their life with courage, purpose, and strength? The choice is yours. Make it boldly and watch your life transform.